This is the space reverb from Eventide, and we're going to take a look at the Sproing algorithm, and I've got to be honest, it sounds really good. I've never been a huge Sproing reverb fan, but this thing, I mean, it just sounds really good. I played a lot of Fenders and some Voxes with reverb, and it's actually sitting on top of this Dr. Z that has Sproing reverb, and it just, I mean, it sounds, honestly, it sounds better than the Z. Sorry, Z folks, but it does. I'm going to kind of walk you through the knobs here and show you what some of the things do. Mix and decay are pretty standard. I don't think I need to explain that. The size knob actually controls the tension on the springs, which can give you some pretty interesting textures. I'll go back to the preset without the tremolo, but you get real snappy or loosen them up and. So it's really, tight sounding there, and you can actually change the number of springs with the delay knob between 1 and 3. I don't know if Eventide will ever expand on that, but you can hear as you increase it, kind of gets longer and deeper, which is pretty awesome. So that's the spring tension. It says in the manual something about how Sproing it gets, which I think is kind of fun, but that kind of gives you an idea of the tension and the spring count you can put in there. The EQ controls function as damping controls, so on that first preset I had a lot of the low end cut and not very much of the high, but what's interesting here is the contour knob is a resonance knob for the high damping, so you can get this really sort of, let me kind of put that on 1, and I'll increase that a little bit. So you hear it kind of cutting some of that high, which is cool. So that high kind of piercing, I don't know if you guys can hear it on the cam, but it's pretty darn cool. The FX mix adds some cool like chorusy modulation. Which is nice for all you guys who want, chorused out Sproing reverb. And then I've already gotten a couple of questions about the tremolo on the Sproing algorithm, and you can actually use it just on its own. I'll kind of show you that here for a second. Just kind of put the EQ here in the middle. So this controls sort of the depth. It's not quite as deep as I'd like, but it is, I guess, kind of amp-like in that way. That's as deep as it gets. Of course, you can back it up. This controls the speed, which is also tap tempoable if you have the I don't know, let's see here. I don't know what that's controlling right now, to be honest, but I know that if you have the tap tempo aux out thing, you can use it to tap the tempo of that. So you can go really slow. So I'm not sure if I've done this algorithm justice, but I hope you enjoyed the video.